Three areas in which the enemy will always try to use against or attack God's prophets in. Listen to this. We're going to look at the story of Elijah. When Elijah was in the cave, he dealt with what? He dealt with fear, with doubt. The enemy is always going to try to torment, to disturb, to belittle God's prophets by bringing fear and doubt. He was fearful. He fled for his life. Like, what the heck is going on here? God's prophet had made fire descend from the heavens. He had overcame Baal's prophets. He had manifested God's glory, and he still feared for his life. Every single prophet will go through a time where they doubt, where they fear. And listen to this. Some of you guys are even fearing that you guys will actually succeed. Fearing, what if this actually happens? What if this actually comes to pass? What if what I do for the Lord, what the Lord asked me to do, really comes into fruition? We will always be hit as prophetic people. That's one of the areas that you need to make sure that you are strong in. Even for me personally, every single time that I am going to release a prophetic word, or the Lord asks me to minister to somebody, the enemy will always send me a dart of doubt, of fear. What if what you're saying, what you're hearing, what you think you're going to say doesn't come from the Lord? What if these people don't respond? What if these people don't listen? What if these people don't accept what you have to say? What if they mock you? What if they laugh at you? What if you're wrong? What if you're not hearing the Lord? The enemy will always try to hit God's prophets with fear. The second thing is this. Elijah was hungry. He was hungry. This doesn't only signify the actual hunger for nourishment, for physical nourishment, but there was a desire in his flesh. There was something that he still needed to believe the Lord for. He needed to rely on the Lord for everything. He needed to elevate his trust and expand his faith, to know that the Lord was going to be his provider. So many prophets always go through financial burdens because the Lord is expanding you in your faith. The Lord is expanding you to know if you are truly going to understand that he is your provider, that he is everything for you. So the enemy will always try to bring doubt of provision to God's people, God's prophets. He wants you to think that the Lord will not take care of you. He wants you to think that you should not take leaps of faith. He wants you to think that you're always going to live in a spirit of lack, and that's what being humble means. Being a heart posture, being humble does not mean to live in poverty, to live in a way of lack. The enemy will always try to hit God's prophets in their feelings, in their emotions. Every single prophet that I have known in real life has always gone through a period of depression, has always gone through a stage where they're wondering, am I going crazy? What is going on? Am I too sensitive? Am I oversensitive? Is it true what I'm seeing? Am I hearing voices? The enemy wants to mess with your soul and your emotions. He wants to discourage you. He wants you to think that you're crazy. He wants you to think that you're not seeing the supernatural, that you can't move in the supernatural. The enemy wants you to be tormented in your emotions so that you come to a standstill, so that you are paralyzed, and so that you cannot get up and do the Lord's work. I always speak on emotions. We do not move according to our emotions or feelings. We do not move according to our flesh. We always move according to the Holy Spirit. So again, the enemy is always going to try to hit God's prophets in the area of fear or doubt. He's always going to hit God's prophets when it comes to provision and completely relying on the Lord as your source and as your provider. And he's also always going to hit you in your emotions and your feelings to try to destroy you and to try to belittle you, to try to hit you in your identity, to try to unbalance and uncalibrate you. If the Lord has called you for a task, he is going to bring you through. Stop believing, stop thinking that you have to fight this battle with your own strength. It is not with your own strength. It is with the Holy Spirit. If the Lord has called you to do something, be obedient. Push into him, press into him, seek him, look for him, and he will strengthen you. He will reveal to you his secrets. He will reveal to you miracles, signs, and wonders. He will reveal to you the revelations that you seek.